Hello everyone and welcome back to another top 5. So for today's video we are going to be talking about 5 reasons the moon landing could be a hoax. Now before we get started I would like to say I am sorry for not uploading videos. I took a break to focus on school a little more, but now I am back uploading once a week. The theory that the moon landings were hoaxed by the US government to assert their victory in the space race over Russia is something which has grown in popularity over time. Recent polls indicate that approximately 20% of Americans believe that the US has never landed on the moon. After the Apollo missions ended in the 70s, why haven't we ever been back? Only during the term of Richard Nixon did humanity ever land on the moon, and after Watergate most people wouldn't put it past Tricky Dick to fake them to put America in good standing in the Cold War. In this list, I have presented some of the proposed evidence to suggest that the moon landings were hoaxes. I tried to include NASA's explanations to each entry, an objective perspective. Number 5. The waving flag. Conspiracy theorists have pointed out that when the first moon landing was shown on the live television, viewers could clearly see the American flag waving and fluttering as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin planted it. Photos of the landing also seem to show rippling in a breeze, such as the image above, which clearly shows a fold in the flag. The obvious problem here is that there's no air in the moon's atmosphere, and therefore no wind could cause the flag to blow. Countless explanations have been put forward to disprove the phenomenon as anything unusual. NASA claimed that the flag was stored in a thin tube and the rippled effect was caused by it being unfurled before being planted. Other explanations involve the ripples caused by the reaction force of the astronauts touching the aluminum pole, which is shown to shake in the video footage. Number 4. Multiple light sources. On the moon there's only one strong light source, the sun, so it's fair to suggest that all shadows should run parallel to one another, but this was not the case during the moon landing. Videos and photographs clearly showed that the shadows fall in different directions. Conspiracy theorists suggest that this must mean multiple light sources are present, suggesting that the landing photos were taken on a film set. NASA has attempted to blame uneven landscape on the strange shadows, with subtle bumps and hills on the moon's surface causing the discrepancies. This explanation has been tossed out the window by some theorists. How could hills cause such large angular differences? In the image above, the lunar model's shadow clearly contradicts that of the rocks in the foreground at almost a 45-degree angle. Number 3. The Van Allen radiation belt. In order to reach the moon, astronauts had to pass through what is known as the Van Allen radiation belt. The belt is held in the place by Earth's magnetic field and stays perpetually in the same place. The Apollo missions to the moon marked the first ever attempts to transport living humans through the belt. Conspiracy theorists contend that the sheer levels of radiation would have cooked the astronauts en route to the moon, despite the layers of aluminum coating the interior and exterior of the spaceship. NASA have countered this argument by emphasizing the short amount of time it took the astronauts to traverse the belt, meaning they received only very small doses of radiation. Number 2. The Unexplained Object. After photographs of the moon landings were released, theorists were quick to notice a mysterious object shown above in the reflection of an astronaut's helmet from the Apollo 12 mission. The object appears to be hanging from a rope or wire and has no reason to be there at all, leading some to suggest it is an overhead spotlight typically found in film studios. The resemblance is questionable given the poor quality of the photograph, but the mystery remains as to why something is being suspended in mid-air, or rather lack of air, on the moon. The lunar module in other photos appears to have no extension from it that matches the photo, so the object still remains totally unexplained. And number 1. The duplicate backdrop. The two photos from the Apollo 15 mission shown above clearly have identical backdrops, despite being officially listed by NASA as have been taken miles apart. One photo even shows the lunar module when all photographs were taken. The model had already landed, so how can it possibly be there for one photo and disappear in another? Well, if you're a hardcore conspiracy theorist, it may seem viable that NASA simply used the same backdrop when filming different scenes of their moon landing videos. NASA has suggested that since the moon is much smaller than Earth, horizons can appear significantly closer to the human eye. Despite this, to say that the two hills visible in the photographs are miles apart is incontrovertible false. So that's all for today's video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and if you did, would you please leave a like rating below and comment your thoughts about this video. Bye, guys.